What's Gucci? You too. It's Pat Brady, you dig? Marvelous Bluntz, super in the building, you dig? I'm doing a video from my phone, man. Back on my old movie review-ish, you dig what I'm saying? Here for a movie review, Mortal Kombat 2, you dig what I'm saying? Keep it real, and before I keep it real, y'all know, subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz, ASAP Rocky, like this video, share this video, and let me know what you thought of Mortal Kombat 2 in the comments below. I'm gonna be real with you. The first Mortal Kombat, the sequel, the first one to this one, I fell asleep on that joint. I think it had a great story, but it was boring. It was stupid. The first one was stupid. It was during COVID. We couldn't see it in theaters. It was like on HBO Max. It just wasn't good to me. You feel me? So when I seen the second one, I was like, okay. I saw like one trailer. I was like, okay, it's a lot of action going into it. But one thing I can say about these Mortal Kombats, the old Mortal Kombats, is dogging these joints out. It's no comparison. The older Mortal Kombats are way better than these Mortal Kombats. Like just the story, the action, it just felt more like Mortal Kombat. I don't know what it is, but the second one, they tried, but this was a corny movie, though. It had some good action scenes, but it was really corny though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but it was, I give it like, I'm not gonna give it a rating yet, but I think it was like, you hear me? Like, it was just mid. It just was, when I rethought about it, like when I calmed down from the action scenes, I was like, yeah, man, this wasn't really it. It was just a lot of moves where you was questioning a lot of what they was saying, their lines, especially Johnny Cage, bro. Johnny Cage was blowing me the whole movie. I know Buddy be doing good on The Boys, but this joint, he was not funny. He kept saying he was handsome. He was not handsome. I was like, bruh, this getting corny. And then the story was like about Katana, but it really didn't even focus on Katana. And then Katana, the actor who was playing Katana, I'm sorry, she couldn't act. She was not a great actor. It was a lot of good acting on this joint. You feel me? Like, and I know it's like, it's Mortal Kombat, but bruh, you gotta, the rating story, but basically, just to sum up the story of it, it's the story of young Katana. It's kind of like the second little fight after the first Mortal Kombat. Now, Katana, it's the story of young Katana. She's seen her father get killed by Shao Kahn, you dig what I'm saying? And he basically take over the land, the realms. So now he's trying to initiate Mortal Kombat so he can take over the Earth realm. And it's the same concept, but it just feel like they really rushed through this movie. Like, it was just a rush. It was just like piece after piece after piece after piece after piece. Like, just like it was just could have been in separate things and they just put it all together. It was just sloppy the way they put it together. I was just like, the whole time I was like, some moments I was, when I knew it wasn't really that good, I was talking too much. You feel what I'm saying? I was rapping too much. That's why I was like, nah, like, I'm too into this movie. I think the movie was just really corny. You feel what I'm saying? And the ending sucked. You feel me? Like, it's about to be another Mortal Kombat. I don't really know what they got going on, man. But one thing I do, because I'm not going, it's a lot of bad. Like I said, now that I'm thinking about it, I really didn't like this movie. It was better than the first one with action. The action sequences was like that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the most of my best moments was one when the Sonya fight, when Sonya fought Shorty that was screaming. Sonya, that little fight in that little pit was like that. I like that fight. That was a good fight. I like Sonya in that fight. Then Luke Cage's fight. Luke Cage's fight with his brother, dog. With his brother. That's when it really real live turned up when he fought his brother. I was like, dog, it's like the dead version of his brother. So he turned up. Like, that was probably one of the best. That was the best scene in the movie. And then the next best thing was the dude from the first one who's like the fake basically Scorpion. You feel what I'm saying? He basically Scorpion. Like, to say the least. He basically Scorpion. He hit the get over here, the little joint. I was like, okay, that was it. But other than that, it was just wasn't hitting, bro. I was just like, it was so many characters, and I'm like trying to figure out what they really trying to do. I know the main point was them to get the amulet. So the bad guy, it's the MacGuffin thing. The bad guy needs this to be immortal, and then they gotta stop that before he becomes immortal. the hero, spoiler alert, stop that, everything over. They gotta go get their dead friends. Like it's this was definitely just not what Mortal Kombat should be. Maybe all the fighting scenes, but they gotta add some good story to it, bro. I just feel like the original ones, like the original Mortal Kombat was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was originally like that. I do like I said, the action scenes and the set pieces, because you know it was a lot of stuff from the game, but the story was goofy. Like it really was goofy. Jade was goofy, Katana was goofy, their whole crew was goofy. Johnny Cage didn't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get his confidence to the end. You know, the old Johnny Cage, he was about whatever. He went to the smoke. You feel me? They just was acting like they wasn't about to die, and they just kept doing these little things where I'm not gonna kill you, I'm gonna save you so you can help us out. This is Mortal Kombat, dog. Finish him. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we trying to see. We're not trying to keep seeing all this goofy, corny, saving everybody stuff. People was dying in the first Mortal Kombat, so I do know. This joint wasn't good, bro. Like, it wasn't good now that I think over it. It was good. The action scenes was good, but it wasn't good enough. Like, it just really, it kept my attention, but in the wrong way. Because I was just noticing, like, bro, what are they doing this for? Why are they having a meeting talking here? Why do they keep disappearing and then they fight and have a little weak little fight with somebody, then they let them live? The fatalities was cool. I think if they had more fatalities in here, the movie would have been lit. But it was just all this talking and sadness and I will stand up for my father, all that stuff, man. Katana was supposed to be vicious and she was not vicious, bro. The girl who played Katana was not it. You know what I'm saying? Well, she was it because it was in her plan. God made it her plan to be there, but I just thought she wasn't it, dog. Like, salute to her, but this wasn't it for you, for your role. Katana could have been 10 times better. It just wasn't really edgy. She just was real, just off to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, from the little revenge story from the beginning, I could see where it was going to go, and she just wasn't giving that revenge. You hear me? Like, but I'm gonna go ahead and give the rating what I thought of it, because like I said, it was pretty much a Mortal Kombat movie. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they go fight, they try to get something, they save everybody. They try to save Earth World. But Johnny Cage, though, that I really did not like this Johnny Cage. I did not like the guy who played Johnny Cage in this one. I liked him in The Boys. I seen him in, he was good in Thor. He's been great in stuff. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. But this one, it was just not hitting. Johnny Cage he was corny, and the last Johnny Cage was lit. He was lit. He was really 90s smooth, 90s witty. You feel me? There wasn't this and that. But I give it overall a 5.5 out of 10. That's low. I don't even think it hits a 6, to be honest. I just think it's a good little popcorn flick if you're trying to, real quick, but definitely not a looker again. I'll never watch this movie again. What did y'all think of Mortal Kombat 2? Let me know in the comments below, man. Let me know if y'all was rocking with it. Y'all think the same thing I think, you feel me? And should there be a 3? Subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz, man. It's Pap.